What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Today, we're going to talk about Ad-Seg Politics. We're going to talk about the whole. Before I do that, I want to get a couple shout outs. Shout out to the homeboy Derek. We're definitely going to go fishing, homeboy, but hey, trip on this, Derek. Or anybody, everybody. I'm not just pros conversation, Derek right now. Who's heard of noodling? Who's heard of or gone noodling? No, I'm not gone. In Oklahoma, they have this thing called noodling, where you go into a river, use your arm as bait, put it into a hole about this big, wiggle your arm, so a catfish bites onto it, your arm is straight bait. Pull that catfish out. They're bigger than you, big ass huge catfish. I was actually getting ready to go do it, till I heard that someone did it with a glove on, like a batter's glove, and got caught in some chicken wire. You imagine you're down there and the glove gets hung up, can't come out, damn! So noodling. Made me think about that because Derek shot me a picture of some big ass fish and I was like, that looks like them catfish from back in the day. I'm also going to shout out. Now hey, I thought it was pretty cool. Speaking of holes and rivers in the ground and caves, the last video I made a reference to a cave. A lot of you guys picked up on it. Mr. Bowling. Splinter, you watch Mr. Bowling? Yes, I do. I consider that like a potato chip channel. You can't just have one. So I thought it was pretty cool when I made that reference. A lot of you guys picked up on it and said, yeah, Mr. Bowling. You know what other channels like that? Potato chip channel? Bay Area Transparency. I love it. Are you guys hip to it? You gotta check it out. But I'm warning you, don't go check it out unless you have a couple hours to kill, because you're not gonna just want to watch one video. Love Bay Area Transparency. Now look, ever since cameras and videos, it's commonplace, everybody has a camera on their phone and video. The powers that be had to decide what kind of laws we're gonna attach to it. I mean, what are the laws now that we have these cameras? Like, you know, well, what's up with it? And they decide there's no laws. Basically, I mean, if you can see it, you can take a picture of it. If it's out there available for your eyeballs to see, then you can film it and you can take a picture of it. That's the law. And so homeboy Bay Area Transparency will go into cop shops and little government offices and anything with the federal officials and start filming and taking pictures. Just checking out, like see how it is, how you're running, how you're gauging the cameras, and just audit them, hold them accountable. And it's surprising they want to come out and arrest them, gaffle them up. He's like, whoa, I'm not doing nothing wrong. Are you not aware that it's not illegal to take pictures? It's an audit, man. It's surprising these peace officers don't even know. Sometimes we'll get a good one and they'll have a chat and they will be aware. But by and large, don't want to hem them up, throw them in cuffs. So shout out to Bay Area Transparency. You guys got to go check that channel out, man. So, we're going to talk about whole politics today. They have a saying, a cool little saying, the back runs the front. That means the back, the hole in a prison will run the front, the main line. Never was that so apparent as when I was in Soledad. We got the whites, the woods, got in that big riot with the northerners. And we're getting kites from the hole saying, kick it back off, kick it back off. The hole was telling us in the front what to do, and that is kick it back off with the northerners. But there were people in the yard, the MAC reps. I'm going to make a MAC rep video. Those are like the shot callers, I guess, the key holders that the cops put into position. It's like the go-between between the cops and the inmate is a MAC rep. And so there were some of those pushing for peace, wanting peace. And the dudes in the hole were saying, no! As they're sending kites to the front, the main line, saying, kick it off, and whoever wants peace, handle that. Get rid of them. The problem is that people who want peace are the ones getting those kites. So they're like, woo, three-pointer! So then they start sending letters from the streets, trying to get the kite, trying to get the word into the right hands. So the back was definitely running the front. That's one of the main reasons. Not main. There's definitely one of the reasons the Nazi lowriders got validated, because they had a mandatory hole appearance. That means if you're in a LAR and you hit the yard, you hit the prison, you had a week to check into the hole. They want you to go back to the hole, talk to the fellas, check in, see what's going on, be current, be updated. So the cops saw that. Cops don't like that. If they know the inmate's going to be showing up and just going to the hole right away. Because that means you're plotting. No bueno. So they validated them, had them do, you want to go to the hole so bad? Validating them, they can do all your time in the hole. It's not always easy to get back there, though. Sometimes it could be very difficult. I know a couple people who got to prison, Wasco Reception. Wasco is really difficult to get back to the hole because they have D6. That's one of the most craziest holes in all of California. Very active. It's a reception hole, and you got all these big homies coming off the streets. So a lot of times people want to check into the hole, go get back to them, Wasco Reception. You don't want that, so it's hard to get back there. I know a couple people who tried. I know it's one of my little homeboys. I think I brought this up just very briefly in a video before. But one of my homies went to county jail, and he was still feeling the effects of the drugs in the street. He was kind of still spun out and confused, and he thought people were plotting on him. Thought people were tripping on him and stuff. So the first chance he could, he just took off running out of the cell. I mean, ran out of the pod. Want to get out of there. He didn't try to piece it up or lock it up. He was just running from the shadow monsters and shit. Nobody was out of him. He was just tripping out. So the cops put him somewhere else, ended up putting him PC, still GP, and, got some sleep, came out of it, and people were like, dude, where'd you come from? He's like, well, I was over here, and then I ran out. And they're like, you ran out, so you rolled it up? I mean, you can't do that. You can't go running out. Where the cops put you, that's where you have to stay. Unless you fight your way out of there. There's no running out the door. So he had to clean that up. The only way you can clean something like that up is a hole. So it's okay, when you get to Wasco reception, just go check into the hole, tell the fellas what you did, clean it up. And he had a hell of a time getting to the hole. Now, another little story I could tell. It's a good friend of mine. Him and some other dudes started like a little gang. We got like this little gang going. It was a street gang. It was not a prison gang. You can't start a prison gang. There's already the one prison gang for the whites, and that's all there's going to be. There's them. And who they allowed to exist. But you're not going to go start one. So, but these guys did. But it wasn't a prison gang. It was a street gang. You could start a street gang. But anyway, why I was kind of confused. Some people were saying, is it a prison gang? Is it a street gang? So, when they got told, when they went to prison, they got to Wasco reception, they wanted them to check in to the hole to talk about it and tell them, look, you ain't claiming no prison gang, you ain't starting a prison gang, what is this gang you guys are starting? So one of my good friends, he's at Wasco reception, I remember he was stressing on some other shit, like he really wanted to go home, he had all kinds of stuff going on, crazy shit with his old lady, and just like, he really wanted to get out of there. So the next day after he left, he ended up paroling, a kite came for him, saying have him check into the hole to talk about that. And I was like, damn, homeboy left yesterday. And I felt bad for him, because damn, if he would have got that kite, can you imagine if he would have got it with 2 days left? Here, they want you to check in the hole. He's like, what? Go home in 2 days. Don't matter. He would have had to go back there. Damn. And probably would have been all bad for him, too. I don't know what ended up happening with that scenario. But, so, again, my notes are, sometimes they're just too small. I can't even see them. But I put a highlighter on them. Anyway, I got to find a way to keep some, I got to keep the story separate. I got to come up with some kind of comma, a color system or something. Because it's like, this looks like one long run-in sentence over there. That's why I talk so fast. It's not me, it's my notes that are forcing me to do the fast talking. So, anyways. Let me just say this real quick. I woke up so fucking sick this morning. I got an ulcer now. No doubt about it. I got an ulcer. And it sucks. I can't wait to get rid of it. I want to kick this ulcer's ass. Dude, it's miserable. I'm burping a lot lately. Just walk around. I hate it. And it's worse in the morning when I get up. I'm just like, oh, dude, it feels so heavy. It just takes all that drive out of me. And I'm just like, ulcer, man. I got a doctor appointment. It's not like over a week away still. I don't know. Can't wait to get rid of this fucking ulcer on my body. Shit, it's killing me. I want to be able to just enjoy a meal because I'm never hungry. I eat like a necessity. Like a couple days go by, I haven't eaten none. It's like, well, fuck it. My body's fine. It's like, eat. I don't care if it's going to bother you or not. But I want to just be hungry and eat a good meal and get full. I can't wait. Be that as it may. Oh, shirts coming too. More on that later. Homeboys got some shirts going. More on that later. Okay, so hey. Now these stories right now, I'm going to tell a couple stories about the Hole and Soledad when I was there. Now these stories I told way back in the day. They're not even on my channel no more. I took them down. The reason why I took them down is because I told these stories and I still had long hair. I used to have like, you know what's funny? Is I think I thought I invented the uppercut. My hair was like long, like down to here, part on the side went down to here, but shaved on the sides and the back. And what it was, winter, my hair usually grows out in the winter because I just keep a beanie on. So I tend to just rock that beanie constantly. And then I was going through withdrawal and shit, getting off the methadone, so my hair's got long. And I thought, you know what would be cool? My hair's long, I need to cut. What if I just shaved it on the sides and the back? I call this the sides and the back. I mean, the sides and the back. And I kept it long on top and just had it come down. Dude, that'd be a badass haircut. I'm like, I'm going to get this haircut. Like yeah, it's called an undercut. I was like, oh shit. I thought I invented it. I think I tried that before. But, so I had this fucking undercut and I started making these videos. And I looked back and it just killed me. I did not want to see myself that haircut no more. What was I thinking? Like back in the day, Splinter, like you were tripping, dude. What? I never rocked that haircut anymore. So I just took those videos because I just cannot stand. So those videos are gone. They're good stories. There might be some, a handful of Point of View crew. They're around when I was methadone detox. Way back then, probably maybe 100 of you guys that heard these. But it's been 2 years, and I probably maybe tell a little bit different. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, you probably have heard of this story. A couple of you guys. But it's such a good story, I want everyone to be able to enjoy it. So, here we go. I'm going to kick it off. Some stories when I was in the hole at Soledad. Now, I went to the hole in Soledad for an assault with a weapon. I just got a kite from the hole telling me this dude had to go. It was a dude from Kern County. He had the keys to the building. He wanted him out of there. There's a couple other dudes from Bakersfield. We were supposed to jump them. We ended up not jumping in. They were trying to get out of it. Time was a-ticking. I ended up getting him with a lock and a sock. I went to the hole for it. Assault with a weapon. While I'm back there, I meet this dude, this big-ass skinhead named Rob. He's been at Soledad North Yard for the last 5 years. Got some trouble over some stuff, and I can't remember what. Oh, no. I take that back. He did not get in trouble. His points dropped. He was a level 3 North Yard for a while. His points dropped. They sent him to Soledad Central. Now, Soledad Central Now look, everyone has the impression that lifers are just crazy killers. Like, you must picture someone gets life in prison, they're in there just off the hook, just killing. And that is true. You got some lifers who are just off the hook. But a lot of lifers go in there and kick back. They chill. They want their points to drop. They want a good job. They want to get their visits. They want the conjugal visits. They want to go to the store. They're tired of that. I mean, you know, they just want to mellow out and chill and do their time. And Soledad Central is full of those. You figure it's a lifer pen, Soledad Central, lifer yard, that's level 2. So it takes a while for a lifer to get all the way down to level 2 points. And a lot of them have 0 points, but they're P-coded, so they can only go to 19. They can't go no lower, because they can't go to a level 1 to lifers. So we're talking lifers with 0 points, been down for 15, 20 years, and they're at the stage in the game they want to kick it. So Rob, pardon me, I got no water, we know why. Hang on. Okay, so Rob goes from North Yard, which is active, stuff happening constantly, just constantly, to Soledad Central, where people are kicking back. And he's a skinhead. He gets there and he sends a kite to everybody. All the skinheads, hey, I'm Rob, I'm a skinhead. I came from North Yard, I'm here now, I'm holding a meeting. I want all skinheads, all skinheads to come to the yard, we're having a meeting. In fact, he wanted to move on some people. He didn't like some shit he saw, he was going to get together a group, he was going to go smash and handle it. No one showed up. No skinheads showed up to his meeting. He's like, is there no skinheads out here? Yeah, they are. Well, where are they? No one showed up. So the cops got word that he was there. They're probably already watching him before he start kicking up dust. So they see he's trying to get together a crew. He's calling the skinheads. He's wanting to move on people. They snatch him up right away. He's probably only on Central for about a week. Throw him in the hole. They're going to get him out there, send to another prison. He's mad, though. He's in the hole, mad. And none of the skinheads came and checked in with him. So now he says, if any skinheads come from Soledad Central over to the hole where I'm at, they got an issue coming. They're going to get handled. Everyone's like, yeah, it's fucked up. They didn't come meet you. So some time went by, a couple months, and all of a sudden a dude comes from Soledad Central, skinhead, named Dog. I got caught in mouth like a motherfucker. Named Dog. From SGV. He's doing life. He's a 3-striker. He beat up a cell in the cell, and he broke his collarbone. He's a skinhead. Soledad Central. He shows up at the hole right away. Rob wants him got. He wants him got. Here we are. Here's a skinhead on the Central. This one of those dudes that didn't come check in with me when I sent that kite. Left me hanging. I want him got. The thing is, they have group yards. 2 different yards for the woods. Some dudes over here, some dudes over here, separated just by a chain link fence. We still work out together, communicate together. But what it was, there were so many of us, couldn't have us on 1 yard, so have us on 2. The yard I was on, several people had left. I was there by myself. By myself, and there's like 7 or 8 woods and skinheads, white dudes over here. We know that this dog is going to go to my cell, my yard, because there's already 7, 8 dudes over here, and me over here by myself. So I get a kite. Splinter, are you going to handle that? Dude's going to get to your yard. Remember, no one came and checked in with me. I'm pissed off, like green light on the skinheads from Soledad Central for not checking in. You gonna handle it? So I got the kite and I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute though. I'm a wood. I'm not a skinhead. Should I be doing skinhead politics? Should I be moving on a skinhead for not checking in with other skinheads? I mean, if you say, hey, white boys, period, cannot be at Soledad Central. No more woods can be there. Any white boy that comes to the hole from Soledad Central is going to get got. Then I'm on board. Y'all get him. But if you're saying only skinheads can't be there, well, I'm not a skinhead. So why am I going to be mad at a skinhead for being there when I'm not a skinhead? So I just felt real, because I got to cover my ass. What if I got there and wound them? Because, I'm a big badass motherfucker, Anyone I come up against gets wounded. And I'm just kidding. But hey, you never know what could happen. I might get a lucky punch. And I get another charge. No, I don't give a fuck about the charge, but I get more time and end up going to the Corcoran shoe or something. Feel me? They're like, why are you here? What happened at Soledad in the hole? Oh, well, I moved on to the skinhead, dude. Oh, you're not a skinhead. I explained it. I could be in trouble. Always got to cover your ass. You'd be surprised the shit you can get in a bind to get in trouble in there. And one of the things is putting your nose where it don't belong. Does my nose belong there? I don't think so. So I shot the kite back saying, no, I'm not going to handle it. Sorry. Nothing but the utmost love and respect. But I just feel like it's not my business. I'm not going to be able to do it. You could arrange it where you get to his yard. You can move him. Well, you can't move him in one cell if you're a single man cell. But you guys could arrange it. You could work it out somehow. It's not my business. So I told him that. Kind of had the shine, cold shoulder. And it's already kind of tripping the hole anyway because you're just in there by yourself. You know what happens when you just spend a lot of time by yourself. You start thinking, are they talking about me? Someone's like, oh, I got to take a piss. Did you say Kris? Man, that guy's a winner. Splinter, someone say? He can mess with you. So, yeah, I was wondering, am I going to be in trouble for not handling it? But I just said no. But he shot me a kite saying, yeah, it's all good. But then a lot of other skinheads got at me. Then it shot me kites that got me on the down on the yard. Like, do we agree with you, Splinter? Like, we're glad you didn't do that. We don't even think dude has an issue coming. He has a good excuse for not coming to the yard and checking in. He didn't see the kite. We just think Rob's mad. and his feelings are hurt, but we really think the dude should not get in trouble anyway. So, good for you, Splinter. It's going to be all good. And Rob was getting ready to leave anyway. And he did end up transferring out. And he never did make it to the yard and even see that dude dog. And I think the other skinheads were like saying, don't worry, Rob, we're going to take care of him. But then when he left, that's when they told me, no, it's cool. You know what's funny? That dude dog ended up giving the keys for the whole thing. Ended up having the keys to the thing. So, yeah, there was that. But I really didn't know what was going to happen to me. I thought I might get got. But I just didn't want to fucking make that move. Wasn't mine to make. But trip on this story, though. There's two Woods from Oildale. Bobby and Jay. They're in the cells. There's a green light on the dude because the riot happened and the dude did not participate in the riot. They want him gone. So whoever can get him first, get him. They start opening doors for white boys to go take showers. And Bobby and Jay from Oildale see that dude and they rush up on him. Boom, boom, end up breaking his jaw. End up getting 5 more years. Yeah, trip on that. So, be that as it may, they go to the hole and I see him. We're all back there in the hole. Soledad. O-wing. 3rd tier. I'm there for that sock and lock incident. And then I see Bobby and Jay. Now, Jay's acting kind of trippy, man. Because he's like, they had this rule. That if you get in 3, like assaults, like if I assault someone 3 different times, I assault someone, and I go to the hole, get out, assault someone again, get out, stab someone, you're going to get indeterminate shoe. Like 3 aggressive write-ups like that in a row, you're there kicking up dust, they're just going to give you indeterminate shoe. So this Jay guy, he came from Avenal, he had gotten in a riot, then he did some assault removal, and then he did this one. He's like, this is my 3rd one, this broken jaw, it's my 3rd write-up, he goes, I'm going to get an indeterminate shoe. He goes, don't you think? You know how when you're curious about something and you're like stressed out and you want to know, like, hey homeboy, like my old lady hasn't wrote for 2 weeks. It's just because she hurt her hand, right? Because she serves ice cream and like our carpal tunnel from the ice cream. So that's why she's not writing, right? Don't you think that's why? It was one of those things. Like, don't you think I'll get indeterminate shoe, right? This is my 3rd write-up. It's like, homeboy, this is a little bit sus. Why do you want indeterminate shoe? What are you hiding from? I thought it was really weird. It's like, dude, no, the riots don't count. You might have did a 3-on-1 back in the day. Now you did this one. That's 2 if anything. But they won't count that one back in the day. Basically, you just got this right here. You're not going to get indeterminate shoe, bro. You're going to end up doing another shoe time right here and get kicked out of the yard. But he's like, no. He wasn't feeling it. So, be that as it may, time came, hey, kicked him out to the yard. And then everyone looks at him and says, hey, we know that fool. He rolled it up from Avenal over a dope debt. And he was running laps, and they came up and fucking sliced him up real bad on his head, neck. I give him props for having that much balls. I give anybody props for having balls and know you're going to get hit and you go out there anyway. He had to have known. I mean, there's always going to be someone from that last pin. You're never going to go somewhere and there's just no one that knows you. If you've been down any amount of time, there's always going to be like, hey, what's up, bro? What's up, dog? I was with homeboy back in the day. You're always going to see someone that you know before. You never can hide. If you fuck up, bro, it's going to get brought out. So, he knew he fucked up. He rolled it up. Over Dope Dead Avenal. Then he came to Soledad there on lockdown over a riot. And he's probably thinking, fuck, I'm glad. Hope this lockdown lasts forever. Then he had an opportunity to jump someone and go to the hole. And he's like, yeah, I'm on board. Now he's in the hole. He's like, hope I get this indeterminate shoe. I don't want to get kicked back out of the yard. But he did. They shaved him. Be that as it may. I got to go to school early today, man. I almost wore my school uniform. So as soon as the video's over, I could just out the door and go. But it's a little hot and stuffy. Shout out to Frisco Strangler. He's the one that gave me the zip-up black. Ben Davis, I wear to school. Love it. Tomorrow's the last day. I think you cannot put any homework in past 10 o'clock. I've done quite a bit of homework today. Not as much as I wanted because I woke up with an ulcer. My stomach is killing me. It takes all the motivation out of me. I freaking hate it. But I did get some homework done. I'm going to go in a little bit early. Stay late. Then I got all day tomorrow. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to just get a good-ass grade. I'm going to post a community tab. And flex. Don't flex, homeboy. Don't hurt yourself. When you stand sideways and stick out your tongue, you look like a zipper. How about this, though, man? These motherfucking aliens, dude. They landed on Earth. And they walked up to a gas pump that was standing there. And they said, take me to your leader. And the gas pump just stood there. The little alien said, big alien, leave this dude alone. Don't mess with him. Leave this guy alone. Big alien said, shut up, little alien. Take me to your leader. Gas pump just stood there. Little alien, come on, leave this guy alone. Shut up. Shoots him with the ray gun. Boom! Blow up, because it's full of gas. Should have a mile down the road. Dusting herself up. Get up. Little alien said, I told you to leave that dude alone. The big alien said, well, shit, how'd you know? He said, well, duh. Anyone that could take their own dick, wrap around themselves twice, and put it in their ear is a bad motherfucker. I'm going to cut the string and let it fly. Peace. Thank you for all you've joined. Thank you for all you've joined. Actually, I'm not going to say it. Thank you for all you joined. I appreciate it so much. It makes such a difference. And people are watching the commercial, man. It just makes my freaking heart pump with pride. All the love you guys show. I love you guys back. It's likewise. Better believe that. Just like I said, shirts coming. POV crew on them. I can't wait to put them in you guys' hands. I love the point of view crew, man. And I got a video coming real soon on the prison genre. The YouTube prison genre. It's going to be my next video. I think you guys are really going to be feeling it, man. It's going to be really cool. Thank you for fucking watching, man, and hanging out and chilling with me. We're kicking it. That's how I take this. I take it that we're just right here kicking it. Fuck all the haters. I could eat a bowl of dicks. I'm going to cut the string, let it fly. Peace.